Good afternoon, boys. So, yesterday we completed some relations regarding entropy changes in different processes. That is, for reversible cases, irreversible cases, isothermal, next isobaric, isochoric. What are the delta S values? Already we discussed this class. Now today, for adiabatic process, what is the change in entropy? That is delta S values. So just these are, try to remember these relations. So no need of derivations, and so try to mind it. So see here. So adiabatic process for an ideal gas, try to mind it, that's enough. Okay, yes. Reversible expansion. So here, for adiabatic process, Q is equal to 0. We know delta S is equal to Q by T. So Q is equal to 0, automatically delta S system 0, delta S surroundings is equal to minus delta S system, delta S system 0, that's right. Delta S surroundings also 0. So total also 0 because system plus surroundings is equal to total. Total also 0. Therefore, in this case, so system, surroundings, total, all these are same. That is equal to 0. That's why this process is called as isoentropic process. That means entropy is constant here at any way. So that's why reversible expansion, the process, is also called as isoentropic processing. The same process also called as isoenthalpic processing. There also enthalpy constant, but not internal energy, boys. Enthalpy constant. So this is also called as isoenthalpic process. It is isoentropic process. Both are same. Okay. So it is for reversible expansion. It is irreversible expansion. Try to mind this. So no need of derivation. So system not equal to 0. Something value is there, but surroundings is equal to 0 only. So irreversible process. So therefore total should be greater than 0 only. For any irreversible process, so delta S total should be greater than 0 only. So these are the free expansion. So here also some relations and so these are important. Try to mind this formula. So based on this formula, we will solve some problems. So now I'm taking some other relations, derivations. There is a need of some derivations. See here. Now, entropy change for a mixing of gases. See here. Take your pen and paper. Try to solve along with me. Entropy change for mixing of gases. Entropy change for mixing of gases. See, my dear boys, here I am considering two gases. So this is the one gas bulb. Here, gas A is taken. Its number of moles N1, volume V1. There is another bulb. So here, gas B is taken. Its number of moles N2, volume V2. These are the two gases. I am going to mix these two gases. So now these are connected with a thin glass tube of negligible volume with a stopcock. Negligible volume, my dear boys. So a stopcock is there at constant temperature and pressure. Temperature, pressure are same. That is, it is isothermal case. a constant temperature and pressure. So for isothermal, so now I'm taking so entropy change for mixing of these two gases. Now open this stopcock. So see my dear boys. So now stopcock is in closed condition. So what is the volume of A? It is V1. Number of moles N1. So volume of B V2 N2. Now the stopcock is opened. Now what is the volume of A? That is this volume plus this volume is the volume of A. Volume of B is this volume plus this volume is total volume of B and A. That means initial volume V1 and final volume V1 plus V2. Initial volume V2, final volume V1 plus V2. So these conditions I am using here. So see here, after stopcock opens, after stopcock opens, so delta S mixture for gas A is equal to isothermal case applied. So 2.303 NR log, actually V2 by V1, my dear boys. V2 means final volume is V1 plus V2. V1 plus V2, initial volume is V1. Initial volume is V1. So this is first case. Next, similarly apply for second case. Delta S mixture for gas B is equal to 2.303 NR log final volume minus initial volume. Final volume is V1 plus V2. Initial volume is V1, V2 for second gas. For second gas. Now these two gases are mixed. Therefore, delta S mixture for A plus B cases, which is equal to this one plus this one. This one plus this one. So therefore, that is equal to 2.303 NR log V1 plus V2 by V1 plus 2.303 NR log V1 plus V2 by V2. Now I am readjusting the formula. So numerator, denominator are changed. That is why sign is different. So minus 2.303 NR log V1 by V1 plus V2. So minus 2.303 NR log V2 by V1 plus V2. V2 by V1 plus V2. Here we know for an ideal gas, number of moles is directly proportional to volume. Therefore, mole fraction is equal to volume fraction. So, mole fraction is equal to volume fraction. Mole fraction is equal to volume fraction. So this is volume of first gas by total volume of second gas by total volume. These are connecting but volume fraction signing. These are replaced with mole fraction. Mole fraction is indicated with the letter X. It is the mole fraction of first gas, it is mole fraction of second gas. See here. These are all formula used in your problem signing. That is first of all I am going to derive. That is equal to minus 2.303 NR log X1 mole fraction of first gas minus 2.303 NR log X2 mole fraction of second gas. Mole fraction of second gas. Therefore, so minus R, I am taking 2.303 N log X1. It is N1 number of moles, it is N2 number of moles. N1, second gas N2 moles, N2 moles, just I am missing this. It is N1, X1 plus 2.303 N2 R is common. It is also common. Log x2. Log x2. So 2.303 I'm going to take common factor and so which is equal to minus 2.303 or this is the common factor. So that is equal to minus 2.303 or so this is the first gas part, it is the second gas part. So like this number of gases are going to be added. So that gives sigma I is equal to 1 to n. I is equal to 1 to n, ni log xi. So this is the formula for delta S mixture. For a delta S mixture, the formula used for this one is so minus 2.303 R sigma. That means the summation of all gases. Summation of all gases. So sigma I is equal to 1 to n, ni log xi. So first gas N1 x1, second gas N2 x2. Like this, any number of gases. So you are taking three gases, mixture of all these three gases. Like this is the formula used for delta S mixture of gases. So which is nothing but delta S total. It is nothing but delta S total. So for all these cases, it is very, very important. Okay, so important when two or more gases are mixed, delta S total is equal to this much. Delta S total is equal to this much. A plus B means total S. So delta S total is equal to this much. So try to understand, my dear boys. So this is the relation. So for mixing of gases, so that is entropy of mixing of gases. Okay. See once again, I am taking two gases in bulb 1 and bulb 2. So N1 moles with V1 volume, N2 moles with V2 volume. There is A gas, there is B gas. These two are connected to A gas. There is with a stop stop. Initial volume V1. After opening this one, total volume is V1 plus V2. Okay, there also initial volume V2. After opening, V1 plus V2 is the total volume. So for entropy delta S expansion case, so we have formula 2.303 NR log V2 by V1. It is the formula. So V2 is the final volume, V1 is the initial volume. So apply for initial case and final case. So therefore 2.303 N1 R log V2 means final volume, that is V1 plus V2, initial volume V1. Similarly for second case, those two are mixed here. So inverse, that is the minus I am taking. So this volume fraction is equal to, because number of moles for an ideal gas is equal to directly proportional to volume, mole fraction is equal to volume fraction. This is volume fraction, that's why this is replaced with mole fraction. Mole fraction means number of moles of that gas by total number of moles of all gas. So mole fraction replacement. Just this is the way to calculate that formula. So this is for mixture of gases. Okay. Next one, another calculation, another derivation. You should mind it. Number of formulas are there. All these are you should memorize. So almost it is a difficult task, but not impossible. So try to practice every day. So that increases your memory, no doubts. So try to practice. Otherwise, it is difficult, my dear boys. Not only to you, me also. Okay, next concept. Variation of different concepts, that's enough. Variation of internal energy. Variation of internal energy with entropy and volume. Variation of internal energy with entropy and volume. Okay, so it is very, very important. So different relations. So internal energy nothing but change in internal energy, that is the delta U, and delta U is equal to, as per our first law of thermodynamics, Q plus W. Q plus W. We know delta S is equal to Q by Tn, delta Tn. So delta S is equal to, Tn, Q by Tn. That implies Q is equal to T delta S, my dear boys. Substitute this value here. Okay. Now W is equal to minus P delta V. So because it is expansion, I am applying expansion. For expansion, W should be negative. So that's why W is equal to minus P delta V. So I'm using the formula. So now this is equal to, this is delta U is equal to, Q means T delta S, W means P delta V. W means P delta V. Okay, therefore T delta, I want delta S. T delta S is equal to delta U plus P delta V. Delta U plus P delta V. Now at constant volume. Now case 1. Case 1. At constant volume means delta V is equal to 0. If delta V is equal to 0, this fractal is going to be 0. Therefore, T delta S is equal to delta U. That implies, so T is equal to delta U by delta S at constant volume Vn. It is one important relation, that is entropy and internal energy relation. It is at constant volume. Next, at constant entropy is applied. Second case, at case 2. At constant entropy. Entropy constant means delta S is equal to 0 point. Delta S is equal to 0 means this term is going to be 0. Therefore, delta U plus P delta V is equal to 0 only. That implies delta U is equal to minus P delta V. Therefore, delta U by delta V is equal to minus P. It is at constant entropy. S is constant. So, my dear boys, this suffix is nothing but constant fraction. So, therefore, so this is another term, frequently used value. So these are all number of times asked when you are objective sided. Which of the following is correct, which of the following is wrong. Like that, number of times asked bit sided. So, okay. So this is enthalpy, that is entropy change in case of different cases. Okay. So these are different relations, my dear boys. These are different relations. Okay, by using these relations, now I am going to calculate. Some problems. Okay. So, okay. Problem set. The enthalpy of vaporization of a liquid is of a liquid is 8400 joule per mole, and its boiling point is 73 degrees centigrade. So then delta S vaporization is equal to how much? I think today this model problem will appeared in your daily test. Maybe. Yes, Pradeep, that's correct. Wrong, Dheeraj. There is something a little wrong. See here. See here. So delta S is equal to that is delta H vaporization by boiling point. Delta H vaporization by boiling point. Okay. So delta H vaporization is how much? 8400 boiling point. That is minus 73. Minus 73 means we must use absolute scalar. 273 minus 73, which is equal to 200. So that is a 200. That is 82 joules. 82 joules. Joule, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. It is 82 joule, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. Sorry, 42. Yes, yes. 42 joule, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. Good. Next problem. Next problem. Vaporization, fusion, like this. So if it is vaporization, enthalpy of vaporization by boiling point. If it is fusion, enthalpy of fusion by melting point. Okay, you must use those values. So it is phase transition standing. Next one. 1 mole of an ideal gas expands freely under isothermal conditions at 300 Kelvin from 5 liter to 10 liter. From 5 liter to 10 liter. Calculate the change in entropy. Calculate the change in entropy in calorie, Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. So we'll try to solve this problem. So isothermally and isothermal conditions, delta S in case of isothermal conditioning. So isothermal expansion. Therefore, the formula is delta S is equal to 2.303 NR log V2 by V1. 2.303 NR log V2 by V1. Correct, Bashwat? So you want to calculate calories in R value, you should mind it. R value 8.314 joules and R value 8.314 into 10 power 7 X value is equal to 2 calories or 2 or 1.987 calories. 1.8, that is roughly we are taking 2 values. Try to mind these values. R value 0.0821 liter atmosphere values and that is equal to 0.083 liter bar values and so try to mind these values. Those are important for our cases and that is R values. So therefore that is equal to 2.303 and how many moles? 1 mole is taken. 1 R value you want to calculate in calories. Use R value in calories. That is 1.987 or 2 log V2 final volume 10 liters, initial volume 5, 10 by 5. That is equal to 2.303 into 1.987 into log 2. Log 2. You should mind these values are also log 2 is equal to 0.3010. Log 3 is equal to 0.4771, that is a 48 and mind it. Log 5 is equal to 0.7 and So try to mind these value boys. Log 2, log 3, log 5. So please by heart these values. That is equal to 2.303 into 1.987 into log 2 means 0.3. So altogether the final value is 1.38, and after calculation 1.38 carries Kelvin inverse, mole inverse is the answer. So it is a delta S. Delta S. So is this easy, boys? Is this easy? So please try to mind those values and these values. Log values, number of times application we are using it. Okay, next. All those formula are used here. That's why we derived all those formula. Next one. A gives B. B gives C. So A values are H, 1 atmosphere. B value also 1 atmosphere. C value, C is H, 2 atmospheres. A volume 22.4 liters at a temperature of 273 Kelvin. B value 33.6 liters, 409.5 Kelvin. It is 33.6 liters, 819 Kelvin. Calculate delta S value in each step. Calculate delta S value in each step. It is the first step, it is the second step. Delta S value along AB and delta S along BC end. How much is the value? See my dear, along AB, pressure is constant. Pressure is constant, but volume and temperatures are different. So different volumes and different temperatures. V1, V2, T1, T2. So what is the relation to calculate delta S value and it at different temperatures and different values? So along AB, delta S value is equal to 2.303 NCV log T2 by T1, different temperatures, plus 2.303 NR log V2 by V1. This is the formula already we derived it. This is different temperatures and different volume cases. If pressure is there, it is a P1 by P2, it is a CP value. If prices are different, P1 by P2, and here the value is CV value we are taking it. CV value we are taking. Okay. So it is along AB, apply the formula, automatically you will get the answer. So take 1 mole each case. N is equal to 1 mole. Okay. Next one. Along BC, my dear boys. So along BC, here pressure is not constant, but volume is constant. Volume is constant. So apply volume case, different cases. So that is, the formula is delta S is equal to 2.303. So NCP here log T2 by T1 plus 2.303 NR log P1 by P2. P1 by P2. Use these two formulae, you will get the answer. Use these two formulae, you will get the answer. That is delta S, and very, very, very important. Okay. NCP, here different temperatures and different volumes. That both are considered. Different temperature considered, different volume also considered. The only temperature is there, only temperature is this case. Only volume is this case. But different temperature and different pressures, these are the total system. Okay. So this is the way to calculate delta S value. Use yourself. R value. If you want to calculate in calories, use R value in calories, depending on situation. No one is asked here in calories or in kilocalories. So that is why you use. That is volume. Volume here is liter. Pressure is in atmosphere. Apply R value in liter atmosphere. Apply R value in liter atmosphere. Okay. So thank you, my dear boys. Next one. Helium weighing 16 grams is expanded from 1 atmosphere to 1/10th of its original pressure. Its original pressure at 30 degrees centigrade. Calculate the change in entropy assuming the gas as an ideal. Gas to be an ideal. See boys, what happened there? What is the formula? So calculate entropy change in joules. I want in joules. Here 16 grams. That is temperature at 30, isothermal case. In case of pressure values. Therefore, delta S is equal to 2.303 NR log P1 by P2. Log P1 by P2. That is equal to 2.303 N. That is the weight by molecular weight. 8 is 16 grams by molecular weight of helium is 4. R value, I want in joules, that is the R value, 8.314 into log P1. Initial pressure is 1 atmosphere, 1/10 is the final one. 1/10 is the final pressure. Okay, so therefore the final answer is 76.59 joules after calculation. 76.59 joules. Yes, joule Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. Joule Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. Okay, so just mass is given to you, that is mass is converted into moles. Next one. Three moles of an ideal gas CV molar is equal to 12.5 joule Kelvin inverse, mole inverse are at 300 Kelvin or at 300 Kelvin and 5 decimeter cube volume. If the gas is heated to 320 Kelvin and volume change it to 10 decimeter cube. Calculate delta S. Calculate delta S. Here temperature is changed, volume is changed. Both temperature case, volume cases are applied. Both temperature case, volume cases are applied. So volume, the formula is delta S is equal to 2.303 NR log T2 by T1 plus, NCV log T2 by T1 plus 2.303 NR log V2 by V1. NR log V2 by V1. Apply the values. How many moles? 3 moles. 3 moles. That is equal to 2.303. CV value that is 12.5 in joule. 12.5 log T2 final temperature 320 Kelvin. We must use in Kelvin scale. Initial 300. This is first case plus 2.303 N 3 moles R value joules that is 8.314 into log V2 final volume 10 initial volume 5 10 by 5. It is the second case. Summation of these two. That is, we will get 19.71 and 19.71 joule Kelvin inverse. Joule Kelvin inverse is delta S value. So see my reverse. Temperature changes, volume changes. Temperature volume relation is applied. Temperature changes, pressure is changed. Temperature pressure volume condition is applied. Only isothermal case P1 by V2 or V2 by V1 or P1 by P2, those are used. Right? So based on the data given to you, so use that formula. So for that purpose only we derive all those different formulae and different situations. Okay. Next one. So determine entropy change for a reaction given below. So the equation is 2H2 gas plus O2 gas gives 2H2O, which is liquid. At 300 Kelvin. If standard entropies of H2 gas, O2 gas and H2O liquid are 126.6 201.2 and 68.0 joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Okay, my dear boys, a reaction is given to you. A reaction is given to you. Akash, try to solve. Don't copy from notes or something else. It's not the good thing, Akash. How to get that answer? Is that much easy? Don't behave like a foolish. Okay, see here. For a reaction, delta S, change in entropy, is equal to entropy of product minus entropy of reactant, because entropy is a state function. So, product final minus initial. So, see here, product. So, 2 into entropy of water minus, so reactants, some of these two are, that is reactants, 2 into entropy of H2 gas plus 1 into entropy of O2 gas. So these are for mole end, but 2 moles is involved in the reaction. Here 1 mole, here 2 moles. That is multiplied with number of moles. Multiplied with number of moles. Therefore, 2 into entropy of water, standard entropy of water, that is for liquid. So it is 68 minus 2 into entropy of standard entropy of hydrogen, this much. That is 126.6 plus 1 into entropy of oxygen, that is 201.2. Now, how much is the final value? Tell me the answer finally. That final value is minus 318.4 joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Whenever a chemical reaction is there, so that entropy is calculated like this: entropy of products minus entropy of reactants. Entropy of products minus entropy of reactants. It is the way to calculate. Next one. A sample of 10 grams of water is slowly heated from 27 degrees centigrade to 87 degrees centigrade. Calculate the change in entropy during heating. Given specific heat of water is equal to 4200 joule Kg inverse mole inverse. Ten grams. 10 grams. What is the formula for this purpose? The formula for this only temperature is changed by, so therefore change in entropy delta S is equal to, so 2.303 NCP log at constant pressure log T2 by T1 log T2 by T1 at constant pressure situation. Okay, number of moles, we don't know the number of moles, so that is equal to 2.303. How much water is taken? 10 grams water is taken. So number of moles, weight by molecular weight, weight by molecular weight. So see here, so specific heat of water is 42,000 joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse. For 1 mole, 42,000 joules. That is for 1 mole per kg. Per kg. That means for 1000 grams, this much. For 10 grams. For 10 grams, how much is the specific heat? Therefore, 4200 into 10 by 1000. This is the value. So this value is like this. See here, for 1000 grams, kg means 1000 grams. For 1000 grams, the value is 4200. For 10 grams, given value is only 10 grams. Therefore, this is the value to you. Therefore, so which is equal to 4200 into 10 by 1000. Log T2, final temperature 87 plus 273 by T1, 27 plus 273. 27 plus 273. So this is the way to calculate it. This is the way to calculate. So finally we will get delta S is equal to 7.54 joules. 7.54 joules after final calculation. See boys, so it is for n moles, no doubt, but 1000 grams gives this much value, 10 grams gives how much value, that is the total heat capacity. So it is the heat capacity at constant pressure for n moles. So that means for 10 grams this much. So this value is applicable to this one. Okay. Next one. If you have any doubt, please note down. Note down. At last we will discuss. No doubt at all. See boys, it is important. The entropy change is previously asked bit in your IIT advanced training. So previously asked bit. See here, the entropy change for an isothermal expansion the entropy change for an isothermal expansion of an ideal gas at 300 Kelvin from a particular stage A to a stage B is 50 joule per Kelvin. 50 joule per Kelvin. When an expansion was performed, the work done by the system the work done by the system was 6 kilojoules. Was 6 kilojoules. Full stop. The process and a degree of irreversibility respectively are. Respectively are. So given degree of irreversibility is equal to W by W reversible. This is the formula to calculate degree of irreversibility. Options, so I am writing there. Options A, reversible 0.4. Option B, irreversible 0.4. C, irreversible 0.4. Sorry, H. D, irreversible 1. Irreversible 0.1. So previous IIT bit twice. Previous IIT bit. See what the data given to you. See here, the entropy change for an isothermal expansion of an ideal gas at 300 in a particular state A to B is 50. Is 50. Therefore, delta S is equal to 50 joule Kelvin inverse. 50 joule Kelvin inverse. That means the given value is a positive value. The given value is positive. When delta S is positive, that is an irreversible case. Therefore, because it is positive, it is an irreversible case. When delta S is negative, it is reversible. It is positive, it is irreversible. So therefore, from this value, I am choosing this is irreversible. That means option A is wrong. So our answer is B, C, D. Our answer is in B, C, D. So it is isothermal case. It is isothermal case. So for isothermal, we know delta U is equal to 0. It is expansion, my dear boys. Work is done by the system. Where it is? I am writing. So work is done by the system. We know delta U is equal to actually Q plus W. It is by the system, that is minus W. So this value is 0. That implies Q is equal to minus W. Sorry, Q is equal to W. Q is equal to W. Okay. So therefore, delta S reversible is equal to, that is Q reversible by Tn. Delta S reversible is equal to Q reversible by T. So that is equal to Q reversible, that is W reversible by Tn, because Q reversible is equal to W reversible. W reversible by T. Therefore, W reversible is equal to T delta S reversible. W reversible is equal to T delta S. So that is T. T, where is, how much is temperature? 300 Kelvin. So 300 into changing, that is 50 joules. That is equal to delta S is 50, which is equal to 15,000 joules. That is 15 kilojoules. It is 15 kilojoules. 15 kilojoules. That is W reversible. Now, degree of irreversibility. is equal to formula that is W by W reversible angle. W by W reversible. Work is done. That is 6 kilojoules. That is equal to 6 by W reversible. This much value there by 15, which is equal to 0.4, which is equal to 0.4. Irreversible case, that is the degree of irreversibility is 0.4. Now our option is this one. Our option is this one. That is option B is corrected. That is previously asked bit, my dear boys. Previously asked bit. It is very, very, very important. Okay, next problem then. Next problem. Carrot can now a direct cut now A to B is detached and it is made of is carried by the following path. The following path. So the path is A, first path is to C, then it changes to D, and it is changed to B. The path that but is not possible. That's right. A path changes to C, C changes to D, D changes to B. Given delta S A to C is equal to T E U delta S. This is also expressed by T to D is equal to T U delta S B to D is equal to 20. Here EU is equal to entropy unit. So that is NT unit. Then delta S A to B is equal to how much? Delta A to B is equal to how much? See, wrong, very much wrong. So A to B, it is not for that. So thermodynamics, they are rate function. Direct process is to stop inductive process. Stop the inductive process. Except equal. Therefore, A to B is equal to delta A to C as delta S C3 plus delta S D to N delta S D3. The given vector delta S to C, that is 50, plus delta C to D, that is 30. D by given by B to D and by D to that. Remember, so the price that D to B equal to minus 20. Just change sign value. So that is del D to B equal to minus 20. So A minus T is that is C. T is the answer. Okay. So that is that function. next step is sum of multiple value. So sum of multiple value, so it is very important. Next, find entropy increment. Increment in entropy. Entropy increment. Aluminum. Aluminum bar of mass clearly on heating. It's heating 300 Kelvin to 600 Kelvin. If in this temperature level in temperature interval, the specific heat volume specific capacity aluminum weight at C equal to ALS dt. Where A is equal to 0.77 joule per Kelvin, B is equal to 0.4 millijoule per Kelvin square. These are the values. What we have to do? So entropy increment, that is entropy increment means delta S. Want to calculate entropy increment? Delta S. The temperature level is T even as distance. We know delta ds is equal to Q by the Q equal to SLN MT delta T by T. This is the formula we know. Q is equal. Therefore, delta on integration, we have integration. Delta S is equal to M to C dt by T integral. M to C d by T. That is to M into integral T1 to T2. T value is plus of T, right? Into integral T1. From 3 to 3 to 100. So T value has A plus B into D by T. A plus dt d to b. This is still is to you. This is like this. Therefore, M is equal to 3 is 0. Where you only grams 3 to 10 for 3 grams. So into 3 their m is equal to 3 into 10 power 3 gram. Integral is 300 to 600. Here and B substitute there. That is a value. That is 0.710 plus B value 0.46 is made into 10 power minus 3 joules. Into T by D by apply integration. Therefore, that is 3 into 10 power 3. So this is called that one. That interior pieces log. This is the minute. Creating this one 300 to 600. 0.710 into d by t plus integral 300 to 600. 0.4 into 3 to d by dt by 2. Up to the value. That is using one here. That is equal to 3 into 10 power 3. So d by t ln log t, that is 0.77. ln 2 by 100 is divided by 200 to 300 plus it is 0.4 into 10 power minus 6 and 600 by 600. So that is how the resistance. 600 to 800. Correct. That into log of the resistance. So see here. Is equal to 3 into 10 power 3. Then in L is 2.0 into 0.77 log 2 plus 2.3 into 0.46 into 10 power minus 3 log 2. Okay, so after first simplification, we get answer 1.47 kilojoule. First is that answer, sorry, joule Kelvin. Solve the value. So, see delta is QB, D is equal to Q is equal to delta T or M delta T. So, but this is given as such after condition. It is okay. This is a different way of problem. So this is all given entry and entry change. Just right.